And good evening, everyone, and welcome to you watching on air and streaming on our Fox 10 News app. I'm Tyler Fingert. Let's get straight to breaking news at 9. We're learning new disturbing details about that Christmas Day bombing that rocked downtown Nashville. Law enforcement sources with direct knowledge of the investigation now telling CNN the blast was likely the result of a suicide bombing. Police confirming they found what appears to be human remains at the scene. Federal investigators have identified a person of interest, and they were seen searching a home associated with that person today in a Nashville suburb. So far, no arrests have been made and no names released. Daryl Forgis is on the ground for us tonight in Tennessee, following the latest on the investigation.
I barely made it out myself.
Buck McCoy fled for his life when an RV in downtown Nashville exploded Christmas morning.
There was glass everywhere. There was large objects. There was wood. There was stuff to climb over, and I was unable to get my cat.
Two law enforcement sources with direct knowledge of the case now believe this was a suicide bombing.
The first thing I want to reiterate that Chief Drake indicated is that we have no indication of additional explosive threats.
The blast sent 3 people to the hospital and damaged dozens of buildings.
Some of the buildings are very insecure. These older buildings have just taken such a lick that I don't think some of them will be able to survive, and they'll have to probably be taken down and rebuilt.
Just south of the city, a tip about the RV led investigators to this home. FBI and ATF agents seen entering and walking out carrying several bags. As the investigations continues, those affected begin to pick up the pieces.
So today, we got a little organization together of people that are going to be going to take a walkthrough, and we're going to see what's left and if they're okay.
In Nashville, Tennessee, I'm Daryl Forgis reporting.
And right now, sweeping communication outages continue to plague large portions of Tennessee. Police emergency systems, Nashville's COVID-19 community hotline, and a handful of hospital systems are still without service tonight. That's after an AT&T central office was affected by that bombing. The company says restoration efforts have faced several challenges, including a fire that reignited overnight. AT&T has declined to say exactly how many people have been impacted. Count on Fox 10 News for continued updates on this story. Stay tuned for breaking developments on air, online, and of course on our social media platforms. And check this out. A Christmas decoration was taken down and tackled in a Mobile family's front yard. And as you can see, it was caught on camera. New at 9, we're hearing from the homeowners, and take a listen to what they had to say.
I really just thought the wind had blown things down.
That's what usually happens when we have to come up here and set them back up. It's just the wind, but in this case, it was far worse.
A 10-foot-tall inflatable Santa is a lot less jolly today, not because Christmas is over, but because someone was channeling their inner Grinch when they dove and popped it on Wednesday at a home near Schillinger and Airport.
We spent a long time setting everything up, and we were very proud about it. And in the span of literally 8 seconds that it took for this individual to run from the vehicle, slash it, and go, one of them was gone.
The Andersons believe whoever did this intended to do more damage.
Apparently, they decided they were going to start on one side of the yard with this knife and slash the inflatables. But I'm assuming our motion lights must have scared them off.
But the person came back minutes later. With a running start, the Ebenezer Scrooge lookalike tackled St. Nick, not before tripping and ripping a hole in the gingerbread man. Luckily, everything else was spared.
This is not going to deter us from putting up Christmas decorations. We still are in the holiday spirit. We're going to put up decorations because something like that's not going to kill our spirit.
And time now for a check on your forecast. Temperatures taking a nosedive after this beautiful sunset, this time lapse from Daphne looking towards downtown Mobile. It is beautiful, this time lapse, seriously, as it getting dark out there and the temperatures dropping. And Jen, the question is, how low are they going to go tonight?
And yes, they are going to drop. That's with those clear skies. So it led to that beautiful sunset there. And I think even at the top, you could see one of the planets. Interesting view there. With those clear skies, we warmed up today warmed up into the lower 50s, and we saw an abundance of sunshine. It was beautiful out there, but well below average. And heading on into this evening, we're still going to be seeing those clear skies, no clouds in view, and this will continue further on into your Sunday morning. So Tyler, those temperatures going to be dropping. You can see near freezing, even below freezing. We're going to be seeing the upper 20s for the inland spots. Not quite as cold as what we did see last night. So there is no hard freeze warning in effect for this evening, and the tomorrow's daytime highs going to be significantly warmer, almost by about 10 degrees. So let's go ahead and check in on what's ahead. Heading into this evening, temperatures dropping below freezing in most places. For your Sunday forecast, sunny skies will continue, and as we check in on those midweek rain chances, they're increasing ahead of a front. All the full breakdown on those chances and your extended outlook coming up soon. Tyler.